everyone, this is Teresa Siderio, your Jersey Mama. I'm just trying to get this right over here. So this way, those of you who couldn't see the food that requested to see what they want, what I'm cooking, I'm trying to, get the camera where you can see at least part of the stove, and you can see what I'm doing. So, I'm Teresa Siderio. I am your Jersey Mama, and I am not a nutritionalist, and I'm not a chef. I'm just somebody that likes to cook, and I appreciate everybody coming on. For those of you last week who requested some Louis Prima, we got Peppino in the background playing. So for today it's Valentine's Day, but yet it is also Lent, a day of Lent, and Fridays are a day of Lent. So because my husband is working, we're having our cooking him. We're doing surf and turf tomorrow night, and that'll be our Valentine's Day. So I figured I would just put together something for Lent, and I'm having Cappellini with tomatoes and lump crab meat. Okay. So tonight I did something a little different. I went and tried to pre-cook one, so this way you can see what it looks like, and then I'll be cooking another one because it takes time to cook some of this stuff, and unfortunately, because I don't have an hour to sit here and talk to everyone, or nobody wants to hear me for an hour, that's for sure. I tried to do it ahead of time, and then I'm doing another batch, and then you just can add, I'll add it with my other stuff, so it doesn't make a difference to me. So, let me turn this down. Okay. So how was everybody's weekend? Everybody have a good weekend? How many of you went and saw 50 Shades of Grey free with their girlfriends? I did. Yeah, it was a fun night. And then we met our husbands for happy hour at a place called Philomena's, which is in West Deptford, and they have a great all-day happy hour. They make the best chicken, boneless chicken wings that are Parmesan crusted wings. They're absolutely delicious. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. What you're going to do is you're going to take some olive oil and you're going to apply it in the pan. Okay? Those of you wanted to see how somebody commented and wanted to know how the how many times to pulse something in the Ninja, and because if you pulse it too much, it's like a Cuisinart. You just a food processor. It's a mini food processor. That's all it is. So this is what it looks like. You're going to have this type of consistency when you do your onions. Okay. I don't like chunk onions. This is about a half an onion. And you get more when you do it this way anyway. Okay. You're going to turn that on. You're going to cook that a little bit first, because I always mince and do through the food processor my garlic to prepare everything, and then I pour olive oil in it. So this is when you buy you can buy them shelled at the like a food. We got a produce junction. I don't know what they call it anywhere else, but anyway, this is what I put through the food processor. They are usually already skinned and in a little container like this, and it saves me from skinning it. Yeah, is it fresher? I'm sure it loses a little bit, but I don't have the time to sit there and crush that fresh garlic every, because I use it so much. So you're going to stir this. My water's boiling already. Let me turn that down. You're going to make sure your onion cooks well. You don't want it to brown, but when it's this fine in the pan, it has a tendency of cooking faster. So you're going to saute that up. Oh, Mama. Remember this? Okay, I'm sure a lot of you do. You know, I was sitting there and I was going to contemplate on making homemade pasta for you. to show you how to do it. But I would really need somebody behind this iPad that I have on the tripod. And so this way you could give you an idea how we did it. When I went to Italy, like I said last week, you know, I was able to see Andrea Bocelli perform in a medieval castle, which was like a totally surreal moment for me. But one of the other things I wanted to do was learn some type of cooking dish in Florence. And I had made some friends in Firenze, so ciao to everyone there. And or what would they say? Buenas noche? No, that's the night. Buenas noche? Not Spanish. Come on, guys, help me. Was buongiorno? Oh, I forget. See, it's bad once you stop using the language. I'll figure it out later on, though, folks. Okay. Then I'm going to add my garlic. I add about a tablespoon of garlic. And someone told me that they're asking me questions and I can't see it. I wouldn't be able to see it real good anyway this far away. So I am going to turn on my Facebook and hopefully I'll pop up on my Facebook where I can read some of your comments and say hello to some of you. So those of you who are just jumping on, once again, my name is Teresa Siderio. I am your Jersey mama, and I am not a nutritionalist. I'm not a chef. I'm just somebody that likes to cook, and I wanted to get on and share some information with you. Hold on. I can't find myself. How about that? This is so crazy. Okay, let me turn this down. For some reason, I'm not even coming on Facebook. I guess I got too many things on. Oh, here we go. Nope. Okay. So anyway, now that this is all sauteed up, now remember, because the garlic has been in the pan, and it's so small, you don't want it to brown. What I did was, I'm going to turn this down. I roasted some tomatoes. What are they called? Grape tomatoes. A little bit of olive oil, garlic, and salt and pepper on top. I'm going to throw that in the pan. And make sure that all incorporates. It already has salt, pepper, and everything on it. Okay. I'm going to throw about, this is a Pinot Grigio. And you're going to let that cook in there. You're going to put it on high. You want that flavor. Now, for those of you who are not watching their weight and they don't care about the calories and the fat grams, so you could, once the tomatoes render down, you could put like a couple dollops of butter on that to give it a richer flavor. But because I am, and I don't want to have to worry about that. Okay, let's turn this up a little. So you're going to let this cook. You're going to let this cook down for about 15 minutes. And, or it depends on the flame you use too. Because mine's going pretty fast over here. Because this is, on this stove, this is the only one, and I think all the stoves now have that, where they have that one burner that's like a professional size grate, like where the gas comes out real high. Then I'm going to throw 1 can of, well, this is ShopRite brand. I got a ShopRite next to me, of the diced tomatoes. Okay, it's got the basil, olive oil, garlic, and what else? No, it doesn't. With basil and oregano. Okay. This is where I'm going to add some more garlic powder. I'm going to add my salt. Now everybody's going to say, oh, that's too much salt. This is something, a product called Less Salt, or Salt Sense. It's very low in sodium, My mother's been using it for years. My father, they don't have high blood pressure. This is what it looks like. Okay? So you're going to add your ingredients, and I don't think I added the pepper. Hold on. Once these tomatoes cook, you're going to let this simmer for about, I would say, a half hour. You know what I'm going to put in? I'm going to put in a little bit of crab seasoning, Old Bay, just to give it a little kick. Where is it? Here we go. Just to give it a little kick. You're going to add your fresh parsley. This is parsley that I chopped up, fresh parsley I chopped up in my Ninja. I love that thing. I got a brand new food processor, Cuisinart. I've had it, well, it's not brand new. It's brand new to me because I used it maybe once or twice. And I've had it for 15 years. It was the top of the line model, and for some reason I never really got the gist of it for some reason. So, let's see, I added that. Fresh basil. You need your buzzing a gold for this because the smell through the house will be unbelievable. Not to mention the flavor that it adds to the tomatoes, to the sauce. Now, a lot of you heard me say on other Facebook pages that I like, some people add salt or sugar to their sauce. I always add, when it's to a boiling point, when I make my regular pot of gravy or my regular pot of sauce, I always add baking soda. Don't put sugar. I like the baking soda for two reasons. It cuts down the acid in the tomatoes so you don't get agita. And then not only that, it also adds the flavor of the meat or the fish that you're using to your sauce. Okay. So you're only going to use maybe 2 pinches. It depends on how big how everything is. While that is, because look, it'll foam up on you. The acid comes to the top and it foams up. Hopefully you can see that, how it foams up. Okay? While that is happening, I am going to add lump crab meat. And I use this brand. You could buy it in the can in the store, and I like the can because it's lump crab meat. I drain it, I rinse it, and then I add it to the sauce. I'm going to leave a few out so this way, when I put it on my pasta, you could say, oh my God, that looks so good. So I got a lot of good reviews, and I'm asking everybody to please share my videos. And if you want it, on the bottom, you'll see like a share button when you move the video from side to side. And you'll be able to share it out to people now as we're speaking. The past 2 weeks, I got about 7,500 likes or views, and about 30-something people shared it, which is great. So, and I got some really good responses again. I got the UK, I got New Zealand, I got somebody from Norway, I got Paulo from Italy, and who else did I get? And then I got a lot of people asking me, basically, they couldn't see, I don't have a cameraman. I'm going to ask my brother-in-law, Nicky Zulli. He'll be good at this because he's retired. He's like my paisan. Whenever I need to go get the retinal specialist, Nicky Zulli's always there. Whenever you need Nicky for anything, Nicky's always there. He's just been a blessing as a brother-in-law. I just love him to death. So anyway, that's what you're going to do. You're going to let this simmer. And my pasta's water's boiling. You're going to let this cook down. If you need to add a little bit of broth to it, let me lower that. And you're only going to do this for about a half an hour, maybe even 20 minutes. It depends on how much you use. I mean, if you're making a lot, yeah, it's going to take it might take a half an hour, but sometimes 20 minutes, because for something that's, I guess it's the tomatoes, they don't, and the way the dish is, they don't, you don't have to worry about it cooking so much, because it's only a little bit to begin with. It's not like a real pot, because this, when I'm making here, I'm trying to downsize. You know, when you're empty nesters and you don't have anybody but you and your husband, you know, after you used to cooking for 6 people, 7 people, and then you turn down, it's just the 2 of you. It's like, okay, how do I do this? So I'm learning all over again. Because, you know us Italians, we like to cook, and we cook for a lot of people. Okay. Whoops, what happened to my water over here? Okay. If you want, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of cheese in this. Some people will say, oh, I got people saying, oh, I never, in big print. And I'm like, oh my God, they must have been really mad at me. Do they realize that, like, that could be insulting to somebody? But you know what? What can I tell you? Sometimes, you know, you got to learn from this on how you put things. But, you know, there's always somebody that's always opinionated, and that's one good thing. You know, we can have our opinions, but let's do it without insult. Okay? You know, there's a way of putting things out there without insulting somebody. Okay. So, now that that's cooking, let's try to clean up everything before we go to the next step. And I didn't bring my bag. It's in the other room. But anyway, here goes another piece of basil. So don't forget, please share, and if you like what you see, make a comment. I love hearing. If you have an idea, like, you can always tell me, Tree, you could add this to it, you could add that to it, and you know what? And I will, and I'll add it to it, because everybody has a different variation of how they cook. Nobody's wrong. You know, it's all just, it's trial and error when it's time to cook, you know? So, you know, add whatever, anything you want. I just got this guy, his name is Mark Solodo, S-O-L-O-D-O, I think, on one of the Facebook pages, just put out a dish that he made, and to me it looked like an open-faced eggplant parmesan. Okay? He cut the eggplant in half, and I think I'm going to make this next week. So it's just an eggplant cut in half. He gutted all the insides out. I don't know what he did with it. I would saute that back up. He added ground meat to it, but I'm going to add turkey because I'm on a you know, weight loss. I'm trying to stay away from my beef, and then this way you can, while I'm cooking. Oh my God, where's my Cappellini? Okay. You know, I think I'll try that. I mean, it looked delicious. I guess I'll do a trial run first. I don't know. I've never made it, but I mean, I'm sure if I did it, I'm going to have to do one before and after, like show you how to do it, and then have one cooking coming out of the oven. How would you like that? All right? I got to think of these things now, because that's the way they would do it on TV, right? Okay. So, tonight I felt like Cappellini. I'm going to have a nice glass of wine. I'm going to light a candle. I'm going to put my flowers in front, and I'm going to have a nice dinner by myself. But anyway, this is what I use because I am a diabetic, and this was recommended to me by a nutritionalist. This product is called Dreamfield pasta. It's only 5 digestible carbs. So it's good for somebody that's on a diabetic, that has diabetes. This is one of the best things you can, make for yourself, so what I was told. Now, if things change and we have any nutritionalists that are going to be listening to it, please feel free to add some information and share it with us. But it cooks fast, so you're really going to do al dente. Let that cook a little. Let's see. So anyway, if you got that cooking, you got that cooking. I just wanted to share a product testimony that I wanted everybody to know about because I have been feeling terrific with this product. It's called BioCell Pure, and it has collagen and hyaluronic in it. And what it does is, not only because as you get older and you deplete your collagen, it affects everything. Everything starts to dry out. Okay, let's just say we dry out. Your eyes, you wind up having issues with your eyes. Everything starts, your skin that it's supposed to look like, you know, look at this. I just want this to look like this. I don't want to look like the Joker. But I wish it was just up a little more. But anyway, that's because I'm a vain person. But anyway, this product I take, it's a tablespoon in the morning, a tablespoon in the afternoon. Someone had mentioned it to me because or at night when I go to bed, because I was losing my hair, and this all in here, folks, was bald. I looked like I had a man's receding hairline. It was all bald. And she said, you know, you might want to try this, she said, because it'll give you some length. So, I'm going to take it right in front of you because this is so good. I mean, you just keep it in the refrigerator. This bottle will last me about a month. It's like a pineapple flavor. So, so good. And it helps. It helps with your hair. Sorry. You can see that everything cooking. It helps with your hair. It helps with your skin. It helps with your nails. But most importantly, what I never thought that it would help me with, it helps with my joints. I was having knee injections, and the last 2 times I had knee injections, I almost passed out. I have a high tolerance for pain. I don't know what it was, but I almost passed out. My joints over here, my hands, my knees, I could never lift them up. I could never bend down and get up. So since I noticed that once I was into that product for about 6 weeks, I noticed the joint problem was okay. I noticed my overall well-being. My nails were getting stronger. My hair had the growth in it. My sister, who's a hair colorist, said, your hair feels terrific. And I notice now that it's not as dry. And you use other products, you know, you do use products. Hold on, let me taste this. No, it's next door. So, I did add water. I salted boiling water because there's nothing more horrible than a bland, what do you call it? Bland pasta. It has no taste. Always add salt to your water. And so anyway, getting back to that product. It's an amazing product. If you would like some information on it, drop information in the comments. I'll be able to send you the information. And then if we're Facebook friends, I can sign you up into a Facebook page that gives you all this information on this product and what it does. And I mean, they even have it for like animals. Those of you who have pets that have arthritis or joint pain, they have the same thing in pet form. And it's amazing how much better your pets will feel. So, you know, I have that product that is done a world of good for me. So, drop information in the comments when you see this. I'll be happy to tag you. If you're not a Facebook friend, please Facebook friend me. So this way you can see when my next video goes out. And always make some, you know, please, like I said, make a comment on whether or not you guys want to try something. You want me to try something, and if I haven't made it, I'll do a trial run and I'll see how it works. Or if, you know, that'll be great. It's something new, you know, it's something new to motivate me and get me going again. And then that's when my juices start, you know, coming out. So anyway, once your pasta is done, like I said, I'm using the Cappellini tonight. It's good. Perfect. Some of you like mushy. You know, if you have, I guess, dentures or stuff and you have a problem with eating, that's, you know, I can understand that. I like mine al dente because not only that, you're going to put it in the sauce for a little bit and cook. off. Rosemary Clooney was playing in the background. Jeez, with all that talking, that one's done too. Wow. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on. No. I spat. I'm going to put it in here. Because this is a bigger pan and it's going to hold more of the pasta when I toss the pasta with it. Smells so good. I gotta drop something. Thank God it dropped this way and it didn't drop what was in the pan. I always do this. Can you imagine me on television? Oh my God, I would be a hot mess. Okay. So, let me put this up. How am I going to do this? Okay. This is what it's going to look like. All that crab meat, the roasted tomatoes, the can of diced tomatoes, olive oil, garlic, fresh parsley, fresh basil, buzz-and-a-gall, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic salt, and a little bit of what's a crab seasoning. Pasta's done. Okay. You know what? I could have used another can. I could have used another can of that sauce. Or I should have chopped these diced tomatoes. I thought they were a little big because it's a different brand. No, I mean, a lot of you know that I like to use Cento. It's always on sale, #1. And I just like the product. So, okay. You're going to let, if you had enough sauce or the juice from the tomato mixture with the crab meat, I guess the crab meat must have, soaked up everything. Oh, because you know what's coming, right? You know I gotta taste to see if it's poison, right? Okay, this is Jersey Mama's dish, my way. Tomatoes, olive oil, garlic, onion, fresh parsley, basil, tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, angel hair pasta, lump crab meat. Hold on. I gotta get the crab meat too. Okay. This is my version. Oh my God. It's like lick your fork, want to lick your plate just from the flavor of the tomatoes with the gravy. I'm getting hungry. Oh, blessed mother. That's so good. So, I am Teresa Siderio. I am your Jersey Mama. It was a pleasure cooking for you tonight. This is I did for Lent. If you want to use it as your Valentine, you know, you better go out and run out and get it, right? But it's a nice dinner. You know, I'm going to make a nice tossed salad. Not a nice salad as my husband calls it, but I'm just going to do a tossed salad. And have a glass of wine, and I guess I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for the love. Thank you for jumping on. Please share this, and let's see how far it goes. And I want to be able to reach more people. So hopefully, whoever you pass this or share this to, write a little something before it saying share this. She's, you know, she's likable. She's, you know, she seems like a nice person, and her food looks delicious. If you tried anything that I've made, please, please comment and tell me what was your favorite thing. So I am your Jersey Mama signing out. Have a good one. Happy Valentine, everyone.